Hi, I'm Prof Laurie Rowe, one of the visiting professors here at TEDI-London. I wanted to tell you a bit about my journey into engineering in case you're thinking of becoming an engineer too. So I studied art, design technology, and English language rather than having a typical maths or science background that engineering students tend to have. These subjects helped me develop my creative communication and analytical skills, which turned out to be important when I became an engineer because you need to be able to solve problems and express concepts and solutions. And so being able to quickly convey ideas by sketching and creating reports is really useful. Not having maths A level didn't hold me back because I was able to study and learn about the concepts that I needed to. It was interesting talking to people on the course that I was doing at university because some that came from an art maths background, they found it difficult to learn the design side of things, whereas the other way around, I was able to pick up those skills and learn the maths and the mechanics and dynamics, whereas the sketching tended to be something that was a little bit more difficult to learn. In my career since, I've worked on many different things. I was lucky enough to work in the medical industry. I started there about 20 years ago. Before that, I worked in precision engineering, I worked in hand tools, I worked in luxury electronics display systems, cosmetics and perfume industry on point of sale. I've worked in woodworking industry and safety. But when I fell into the medical industry, I found I really loved it and I got a real passion for that, and I've worked in there ever since. If you haven't studied any STEM subjects before at high school level, you can still thrive as an engineer. Don't let doubt hold you back. The work that will be involved, it will take some effort, but I think if you've got those creative skills and creative aptitude to start with, and that positive attitude, then you're able to apply yourself. You'll be able to progress as an engineer. And I think as well, coming from a creative background, not necessarily some of the traditional STEM subjects, means that you're more diverse in the way that you think and approach problems. And so that skill set's really important because you can see, for example, in product design, you're able to see things from a user's perspective. You're able to understand ergonomics, anthropometrics, user interfaces a lot easier. And I think having a hands-on skills as well and evolving those are really important when it comes to manufacturing your products and breathing life into them and being able to convey those ideas, not just in necessarily the written language or in facts and formulas, being able to communicate in a more hands-on and practical way in sketches and 3D methods.